the charm of Bitcoin in the early years was that nobody thought it would be anything.
Exactly.
It's just geek money.
Yep.
It's like
it's magic internet money.
Magic internet money, and it's like we're not even going to spend $5 hacking this thing because it's garbage.
Yeah.
Right. So then it kept growing and growing, and adoption, the hashing power kept growing, and that's the key to all this stuff. Is that now you've got Bitcoin with how many hashes per second, right? Exo hash. They have to create new prefixes to describe how much freaking hash power. It's the biggest computer ever created ever.
It is.
Right?
It's a massive supercomputer.
So it's like hashing every 10 minutes, right? They're knocking out these blocks. So they can't be attacked at this point because they were too stupid to attack it before. But now the cat's out of the bag. So that you can look at all these different coins and you can say, aha, ZenCash, for X number of dollars, it makes sense. There's an arbitrage here.
I can rent a bunch of hash power, I can control the network, I can inject fraudulent blocks.
So what did you guys do to deal with this?
So we're really lucky, we've got an amazing team. So we sprung into action immediately, worked all through the night, alerting all of our partners, exchanges, merchants to raise the number of confirmations required to receive Zen. And what that done is ensure that somebody controlling controlling the majority of hash power for 3 or 4 hours wouldn't be able to have enough to actually allow transactions to go through. So we've raised it from 12 to 100, and that gave us a kind of comfort barrier to prevent further attacks.
Is there a way to build in a feature that automatically increases the number of confirmations based on some kind of activity on the network? I'm building a feature here, right? Yeah. I'm going to be a consultant on ZenCash in a moment at this rate.
Welcome.
But can't that be built into the system? Like if you see certain outside influences building, the network recognizes that, and confirmation times is scaled to the number of times it would defeat that attack, right?
We're going to tackle it slightly differently. So what we're going to do...
I hope so, because I just started that in 5 seconds. I hope you
We've had a little bit longer than 5 seconds to think about this.
A plan of attack for this,
So the reason that they were able to execute without us really having a finger on the pulse and seeing it happen in live was that they were able to mine privately. And that's a feature of Bitcoin, and it's a feature that's kind of went down to every other coin. So we want to try and find a way to prevent people mining in private, delaying the broadcast of their blocks, and then basically surgically implanting them in chains whenever they want to do it to counter their transactions. So we're going to have a block penalty for delayed block injections, and then further down the line we're going to try and look to leverage our secure node network, because we have a huge network of nodes, probably...
How many developers you got?
So we have a team of 53 people, about half of them are developers.
And how long does it take to put in a fix like that?
It's going to take us probably a couple of months through the short to mid-term solution, and the longer-term solution of using our nodes as kind of notaries is probably going to take more like a year. That's a really long-term fix. But Can you license this out to other coins with similar problems? Is this not a bug but a feature? So we're a fork. We owe it to the open source community for our existence.
That's right. It's open source.
So we are going to... Well, I think it's...
If it was Bill Gates, he'd license it out.
He totally would. But I think it's a really important thing for not just us, but for the whole proof of work, for the whole ecosystem, really. These attacks have a huge impact on everything. They spread FUD, and it's not good for the industry. So we're going to open source
the mainstream media picks up on it and says, aha, we told you, these things are vulnerable, they're not safe, and it begins a whole cycle of doubt again.
Exactly.
And the industry is pushed back. So, Rowan, and it's pronounced Rowan, isn't it?
It is Rowan, yeah. I think you're actually the first American to pronounce my name right.
Oh, what is it? What are you, Irish?
I'm Scottish.
Oh, you're Scottish now.
I am, yeah.
Oh, you're here for a wee drab of whatever.
Whiskey.
So, okay, you get an attack like this. It's serious business in the crypto business.
It is.
So, tell me about the culture at ZenCash. So you have to rally around it as an organization, right? There's certain values that need to be expressed. So talk a little bit about that.
So we've recently completely professionalized our organization. We've recognized that the industry is moving really quickly. It's an extremely competitive marketplace. And in order to really make the most of what we're trying to do here, we need to ensure that we're surrounded by the best possible people. So we've professionalized into 7 distinct divisions. Each are headed up by really experienced leaders, guys that have built businesses from the ground up, guys that have been in crypto for a very long time. So we like to think that we kind of have a rough idea of how to operate. And that's what really allowed us to react quickly and put preventative measures in place against the attack occurring again, but also put a kind of forward-thinking plan in place to help the industry as a whole circumvent and eliminate the risk of these 51% attacks.
Okay, 5 years from now, how many coins are there going to be in existence? Right now there's like 2,000. in 5 years from now, how many will there be? Obviously, what I'm getting at is that there's going to be a lot less, I think, in my view. But what do you think?
I think you're right. I think you're right for sure. The ICO landscape is a wild west. People are throwing together really rudimentary white paper documents and raising millions of dollars. And a lot of these people don't have the business skills to really do something with that capital.
This is not an ICO.
This is not an ICO.
Right, you're just launching it like a Monero or a Bitcoin or a Litecoin, right? You're launching it out into the wild, and there is no ICO. You're not. It's not a. So it's funding via. How are you funding yourself?
So it's through a percentage of block rewards. So we have a new white paper that just launched very recently, which is changing our block rewards slightly. So
are those on the nodes? You have nodes?
So we have nodes and miners.
Okay.
So we're trying to distribute our block
part of the
rewards.
mining goes to funding development.
Exactly. So we basically
What
tax
percentage?
the miners. At the moment, 8.5% goes to the foundation, and that pays for events, pays for our...
Is that enough?
It is and it isn't. So it's obviously...
It has to be enough.
It has to be enough. We have to make do. We have to make sure that we're responsible. We have a full finance
You're up
and
in
accounting
Scotland?
division. We're everywhere.
Where's the headquarters?
We don't have a head. We're decentralized. Absolutely decentralized. So I'm in Scotland. We've got directors...
What happened to Scotcoin?
I don't know what happened to Scotcoin. Probably what should have happened to it, to be fair.
All right, well, I was on a panel in Puerto Rico with someone from ZenCash. It's a woman.
Okay.
She was smart. You're smart. It must be a smart group.
We'd like to
What's
think
the ticker symbol?
Zen.
Zen?
Z-E-N, yeah.
So I should be looking at it.
Absolutely.
I should have it as my core holding in my crypto portfolio should be ZenCash.
For sure, without any doubt at all.
Rowan, thanks for being on the Keiser Report.
You're welcome.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me.
Cool.